I've tried completing the level like that without getting on the raft, but I haven't been able to, so... we are just going to ride the raft like the game wants us to. Shouldn't be that big of a deal because we have all these wonderful, wonderful homing shots. I think this level is actually easier than the first rafting level they make you do. But it's also longer and a little bit more involved. So we have these special docks that we can actually land on with the raft instead of exploding, and we don't want to actually wander into the almost well-animated lava. Like, almost. It's not quite, because instead of lava, it looks like a pink candy sludge, almost. Ooh, I don't want to be standing in the sludge, thank you. The sludge will go away after a moment, but... don't want to be standing in the middle of it. Alright, I think we want to take the path all the way up first. Oop, there's a bat. Where are these annoying snails? There are annoying snail monsters in this level, too. Yeah, we want to go all the way up here first. And around the secret, because there's a chintzy key up there. Good. Now, I think did I pass a room down here? Let's make sure, because I don't want to end up doing this level twice. Which might happen anyway, because I might fail the second river section. But I think there was another path right off to the right here. No, it was just a little opening in the wall. Okay, so we're good. We have the chintzy key from this section. So the problem with these snails is they hide in their shell if you get too close to them. So you gotta stand far away from them and hit them with homing shots. I don't know how you're meant to do that if you don't have the Armageddon Sword. I've never played World 4 without the Armageddon Sword. I always pick it up because why wouldn't you? This time though I want to come all the way down this way to grab that orb. Because if you miss that orb you can't complete the level. And second rafting session. Here we go. So walking into the lava is not an insta-death. But crashing against something in the raft and falling into the lava still is. Because consistency. But the rafting session... oh, no, which way? Oh, I didn't know which way. We gotta go right there. It's always to the right in these rafting sessions. Oh my goodness. For a second there, because I was talking about earlier the differences between this rafting session and the first one. In the forest world. And my brain is like, they're different, go the other way. But you don't go the other way, you still go to the right. If you want to get all the stuffs. I did try to path this level without getting on the raft at all, but I just don't have enough magic. Not at this level anyway. Maybe if you come in with Cheapy Fairy, you could have enough magic, I guess. I hadn't tried that. Maybe that's... maybe that's worth looking into if you want to be the, as far as I can tell, only Kid Mystic speedrunner in the world. I did look up Kid Mystic speedruns. I wanted to see if anybody had actually routed this game out. I found one from a couple years ago that has no commentary and seems to have a lot of weird pauses in it, and also doesn't seem to be very optimized. So, here you go. Here's your speed game. If you want an easy speed game that nobody's played before and you want to get that world record, Kid Mystic, you could look into it. Actually, this might be a pretty interesting game to route out. From the stand, because you have to do all the levels, but the order you do the levels can matter. For example, if we had done that spider level later in the forest world, it would have been a lot easier and would have not taken as long. Because we could have gone in with more power-ups. Like, what level of gear do you buy up to, right? Like, I didn't buy the level 3 stick. Is the level 3 stick worth buying? If you're trying to get through the game as quickly as you possibly can? I have no idea. As far as I can tell, because you can't buy sticks anymore once you get the Armageddon Sword. The Armageddon Sword is stronger than any staff upgrade you can get. So... saving up for the level 3 staff if you're just going to get the Armageddon sword anyway, and you might as well, because it's actually the only big time sink is fighting the Richie Lich. Which that alone might make it not worth doing. Like maybe the speedrun wouldn't even get the Armageddon sword. This snail's almost not worth doing. Excuse you. Alright, we're gonna walk past him. And do it this direction. Come on, skulls. Why are you going into walls? I was talking you up a minute ago, how much better you are than Seeker Bolts, and now here you are. There we go. They do try to go in like this wave-like pattern. Sometimes. Now they're not. Now they're going perfectly straight. I don't know. I don't understand this game. I don't know how anything works. I don't know why video game. So, don't look to me for answers, friends, for I have none. Alright, this time we're going to go to the right. Probably. After we kill that bat. Hard right. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. And there's my other chintzy key. That's why we go hard right there. Why did the though? You know what? I actually want to science it. I know it's not a great idea to science things in the middle of actually recording, but I am curious now. Like, can this be done without the raft at all? I don't know, man. You do die pretty quick in the lava. You know, yeah, we're going to give up on that. Go back to Grabby Fairy. Maybe not with just walking. I don't know. The problem is once you get on the raft, you can't get off the raft until you get all the way to the bottom. You have to ride the raft the entire way. And there are green orbs out here in the lava you have to pick up. You can't win the level without picking those up. And there's a bunch of them. You'd have to come out in the lava a lot. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of squirreling my face up right now because I'm thinking about it so hard. It just doesn't seem viable at this level, and any time you save by not riding the raft, I think would be offset by leveling up to get more health or mana or both in order to cast life more often. On the other hand, there is a decent amount of blue drink in the level. Maybe there's enough to, if you like, count how many times you have to go out into the lava, and then count how many pickups you can refill with. Like, there's that green drink we just got. There's a couple of blue drinks on the other side of this cave. I don't know. It doesn't seem possible to me, but I haven't actually put in any time to crack it. I'll say that. Of course, you could just use a cheat code. And then you'd have a speedrun category Kid Mystic with cheat codes. This is a weird place for that snail. Okay, he's dead, Zo. That one's pretty far away from any land there, though. So, yeah, I don't know. I want it to be possible, but difficult to say. Your log does slow down a little bit while you're firing. So you can't just fire constantly to take care of these bats. There we go. This time we're going to get the key and then steer all the way away. And, okay. No, we're fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We in there. Okay. And because we got both of the chintzy keys, we can open these doors, grab this bell. And just like the previous worlds, there is one fairy from this world we are going to absolutely want later. And just like previously, we're going to be doing a lot of save loading and looking for fairies, but we do have that compass, so... We do have the compass and the Armageddon spell, so fairy hunting in this world should not be as bad as it was in World 2. Wishful thinking. Alright, we want to put on our cheapy fairy again and continue moving forward. That was a quick little jaunt. Which level is this? The mines! Okay, so I think what we want to do is go deep into the mines to find a blue key. And then, because these are little teleporters. Teleporter level 1, this is teleporter level 3. And I think we really want to go to... We need a chintzy key to get into the room with our shots. So we need to go find a chintzy key somewhere. And then go back to level 4 and get some shots. I think if we wander level 3 for a little bit, we'll find some money, first of all. Maybe it's level 2 where the shots are. Finding the hidden area... No, there it is. We're good now. Finding the hidden area in this level was actually fun for me. It is just like a dark maze, but none of the... It's split into 5 distinct levels, and none of the levels are really enormous. But the way you have to do it, I kind of intuited how the game must work in terms of building its maps, because obviously you're not going around back and forth between different maps, okay, in Kid Mystic. Obviously what's happening is all of the areas for this mine are on one huge map. You'll see when I step into this teleporter, it kind of zips me in a particular direction. I don't just show up at the next place. So it's zipping me in a particular direction across the map. What that means is, like right now, level 2 isn't quote-unquote below me. I'm on level 2. Level 3 isn't below me. It's actually somewhere on this same map, just across the black space. What this means is you can move towards another area of the map just by navigating the map. Like I'm walking right here, and if I could walk through this wall, I would show up on probably level 3 or 4. These bats, listen real close. That's the sound of those brown bats flying around making noise. And you can hear them on the other levels through the walls because all of the levels are actually on the same large map. So I hadn't found the secret item yet in this level, but I know there are, in some levels, walls you have to shoot to get through. They use that in the Mush Aid level. We have to shoot through some forest walls. There's a couple of secret doors you got to shoot through in the castle world. So I'm thinking somewhere in this enormous map is a tile of wall I can shoot through. And I was able to find it by listening for those bats and thinking about where it must be. And I'll show you where it is. And I was able to narrow it down. And I don't know. I felt good about it when all was said and done. Because you can hear bats somewhere through the walls, but you can't see them anywhere. So you know that there's a place in the level that has monsters you haven't yet killed. In fact, you might be able to start hearing them right now. Yep, there it is. So this wall right here, you can hear the bats very clearly on the other side. But you can also hear them very clearly if you were to stand on the other side of this wall over there. Seeker Swarm looks like this now. Just fires several Seekers at once. But we got the awesome Armageddon sword, so it's not super necessary. But yeah, that's how I narrowed down the where the hidden spell must be in this world. And I felt pretty good about it. I really enjoyed looking for the secrets in this level. It is one of the game's little charms that it has something hidden in every level. And I think one of the blurbs on the itch.io page is like, try to find all the hidden stuff, because that's the most fun thing in the game. It's like, yep, sure is. Although now that I have the awesome skull sword, I think just murdering monsters is also pretty fun. Okay, so now I can go back up to level 1 with the blue key. And get through this door to get a red key. And lots more potion. They really want to make sure you can fight all the monsters in this level. Level 4 is just stuff. Level 5 is the boss area. It's not really a boss, but remember these mucho mas? These creatures from like the hidden level in the forest? Because you spend so much time in the mines just navigating around, picking up keys and stuff, because it's all on the same map, remember, we're not loading in new maps, gives these rooms time just to fill up with this spreading mucho mas. Which is just fun to clear now that we have the awesome Armageddon sword. It's just interesting to clear. Alright, Scary Bat, you gotta go. And stop doing damage to me, please. Just like how you can just mow the grass just by standing in one place, firing skulls. My lawn care guys, that's not how they do it. They come with like a mower and a weed whacker and... That was one of the things when we bought this house a couple of years ago now. Everybody was saying like, oh, you're going to have to get a lawnmower. We live in suburban Florida, so everybody has a giant lawn. And we have a larger lawn than most, because Peanut and I live on a corner plot. So we actually have an enormous yard that needs to be mowed repeatedly. We're Cool Cat Bad. Let's get out of the mines. Something, okay, so for like, what is it, $500 or $600, we could buy a lawnmower, and then I'm basically just buying a chore that I have to do every couple weeks, and I know that I won't do it all the time, so my lawn's going to look disgusting. Instead of doing that, why don't we just pay the it's $25 a month I think we pay. So the guys come out twice a month, I think 3 times a month in the summer, and mow our lawn for us. That's what we do. Are we Cool Cat Bad? Cool. The spell is not actually full screen damage. It's launching at individual meteors that actually have to hit monsters in order to deal damage. That's how the spell works. So sometimes you'll cast the spell and there'll be like one guy left. And then if you don't have any fireballs, because we're using Cheapy Fairy, there's no way to kill the last monster. You just have to wait for your magic to fill back up until you can like do a Seeker Bolt or something. So I think this next level might be my favorite named level in the game. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, the Caves of Obnoxiousness. How obnoxious is it? Let's find out. So first thing we need to do is actually find... This is the wrong way. I should not have come into this room. I can, I'm going to go ahead and admit my mistake. That was the not correct way to go. But we're going to use Seeker Swarm, because when we get mobbed by bats, we can just pop Seeker Swarm real quick, like right there, and kill whatever bats are blocking us in. We need fireballs is what we need. Can I please? Thank you. A chintzy key. I think we want to save enough mana to use Hyper Inferno once, though, when we get there. On all those Skelly-mans. Okay, so now we can fire. That's good. That's good. It's good that we can fire. And I can cast Hyper Inferno once.
I'm Cool Cat Bad.
Shoutouts to Curtis Montgomery for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.